I'm sure that all of you viewers have heard of the amazing movie Casablanca. This movie is a very good movie, and upon watching it, you too will be completely shocked with how subversive masterpiece it is. In this essay, I will discuss Casablanca and how it changed the movie industry forever. Casablanca features an impressive dichotomy between Rick and the other characters. The movie demonstrates that Rick is a desperate man, as he owns a gambling den in a faraway place. This sets the stage for character development. In case you don't know, character development is a term for when characters of a story, be it a movie, song, book, or movie, change over time as the story progresses. This is a key feature of Casablanca, and something the movie nails. Rick is proven to be a rebellious man in his decision to support Ethiopia, which in the 1930s was being attacked by the European nation, Italy. Ethiopia was one of only 2 countries on the African continent at the time to not be run by colonizers, so Rick choosing to support them was a bold move on Rick's part. He was also in the Spanish Civil War. Rick's actions prove that he has a spine and is willing to support what he wants to support. Rick is a great man, fitting for the great movie called Casablanca. I think we've talked enough about this movie's characters for now. It's time to talk about what they do. Rick is a cynical man, according to the free online encyclopedia Wikipedia. This is because of failed previous attempts at romance. As a single man, this is very relatable. Not for me, though. I know a lot of people who are irritable and single. Any of your viewers want to hit him up? I'll DM you his Discord, haha. Anyway, back to the essay. Rick cares deeply about his friends, as demonstrated by him breaking Laszlo out of custody. Edit by Zach. Who's Laszlo, you may wonder? I'm glad you asked, because now I'm going to answer the question you hypothetically asked. Victor Laszlo is a great man, one of the best men. He is a member of the Czechoslovak resistance, fighting back against Germany's attempts to annex the Sudetenland. I know about that, and I'm also an expert on World War II because I used to play the war game Hearts of Iron 4, which is objectively the best source to gain knowledge about history. Anyway, that's enough about the characters. It's time to discuss what happens in this amazing film. Casablanca is about these dudes, and they want to go get these transit tickets. But they get killed by these other guys, and then they steal the tickets in Rick's bar. They're getting chased by these Nazis, and this Rick guy is like, "Hi, I'm Rick, what's up?" And they'll be like, the Nazis, they're kinda chasing us, and we need you to hide these tickets. So, how about you hide those tickets? Rick is basically the Rick friend who's kinda selfish, and Rick will be like, "Okay," but then they get arrested by the Nazis, so they're like, "Oh no, now we don't have these tickets anymore." And Rick is now the owner of the tickets, and a bunch of people want these tickets so they can escape Casablanca. And then Rick's ex shows up and is like, "Hi, I'm your ex." And then they get the tickets and escape Casablanca, and it shows how Rick is kind of a good guy. And then that's literally the end of the movie. Casablanca left an immense impact on the film industry in the years following its release, still being relevant enough by the 1970s to be aired on public access television. Despite only having 16 speaking roles, people have said that this movie uses each and every speaking role to the highest possible ability they possibly could have. Famed film critic Alvik Salvis also called the movie the most beautiful film released in the 1940s with the name Casablanca. According to Harvard, they have many scholarly research papers in their archives.
Holding nearly 4 centuries of materials, the Harvard University Archives is the principal repository for the institutional records of the Harvard University and the personal archives of Harvard faculty, as well as collections related to students, alumni, Harvard affiliates, and other associated topics. The collections document the intellectual, cultural, and administrative and social life of Harvard and the influence of the university as it emerged across the globe.
According to Roger Ebert, Casablanca isn't really up there on the list of best movies, but he still likes it for some reason. According to another critic from Wikipedia, Rudy Belhammer, Rick is neither the hero nor the villain, highlighting this movie's unexpected approach to characters, which still strikes a chord in viewers to this very day. Overall, many critics say this movie isn't very good, but its effects on the film industry as a whole are still undeniable. Without Casablanca, it is likely we would not have modern films such as DC Comics' Infinity War or Dunes 3. I think what I think about the 1940s movie Casablanca has been demonstrated clearly in this essay, but I will reiterate what I've said anyway because it increases the word count. Casablanca is a very unexpected film, covering very heavy topics from the period of time in which the movie was created, such as Italy's invasion of Ethiopia and the existence of the evil no-good Nazis. Many people were afraid to confront this film's contents and its message at the time, according to esteemed film critic and historian A. Salamander. According to A.I. Santa, Casablanca is a film from the 1940s about a man named Rick trying to get tickets or something. I, personally, am not afraid to confront this movie's contents, because I am a modern upstanding citizen who has no quarrels with facing the atrocities of the past. The atrocities committed in the present, however, are completely different, and I am not willing to acknowledge or think about them at all. All in all, Casablanca certainly mentions the events of the time as it was created during the Second World War, hence Casablanca's status as a wartime film. I believe that this movie is an immense film which covers the events of the time in a very 1940s way. If you have ever wished to step into a time machine into the 1940s for some reason, this film is a truly amazing and great way to simulate that experience. Never forget this film, created in the past, designed for the past, but enjoyed by all people into the future forever. This movie will always hold a special place on my shelf. It's called the Casablanca Spot, and it looks so good there. I would show you a picture, but I haven't figured out how to take pictures and put them into my computer. I'm Jibble Boppenglarper, signing off.